Hello and welcome back to the second installment of why operations is not just a stepping stone. Today we're going to discuss why operations is actually a career. Just a reminder before we start, this presentation does not represent the opinions or views of my employer. Operations is a career? Really? First of all, troubleshooting is a skill. Not everybody is good at it. Not everybody likes the routine of engineering, where you'll often just get the project, design it, implement it, hand it over to operations, and then move on and do the next project and repeat the same thing. Within operations, you need to have the ability to adapt quickly to any given situation or change in technology. You need a diverse skill set. Not only do you need an understanding of your own technology stack, you need to be conscious of the technologies around you and how they interact with the stack you are responsible for. Operations engineers are equally as talented as someone in engineering. In some organizations, operations engineers are seen as less talented or less knowledgeable. This isn't actually true in a lot of cases. The role itself is challenging and demanding. So, as an organization, why should you encourage operations as a career path? I think the most important thing is consider how you maintain your skill set within your operations teams. If there is no clearly defined career path, how do you hope to keep engineers interested and the skill sets within your operations teams? Engineering teams can focus more on their engineering tasks rather than keep getting pulled into operational tasks or business as usual tasks where operations do not have the skill sets. It will aid in keeping your downtime low and your mean time to resolution short. The reason simply being is that you have the experience and skill sets within your organization's operations teams to support the technologies that the business requires. But let's have a reality check. As an engineer, you have to consider a few things. Not every organization will be of a size where there will be a career path within operations. When considering your role, be understanding of the organization size. They may not have the ability for you to step up in a purely operational role. To move around and get any form of progress within operations, you may need to move organizations. Operations teams within an organization may need to promote a culture change to achieve the equal recognition of their value that they give to the business. So, what works where I am? Operations is recognized the same way as the engineering teams. There is a close cooperation between operations and engineering. There isn't the them and us mentality that can be seen between engineering and operations. There is a clearly defined career path in both operations and engineering. Operations do some project work. There are projects that operations can get involved in or take on for engineering. A couple examples for you here. The most obvious one is the main stakeholder in any monitoring solution would be operations. So it is clearly a project that operations should be the key stakeholder and the implementer for. If you have a remote office that is going through an infrastructure refresh, it may make more sense to send an operations engineer out to do that task rather than use one of your engineering resources who could be better positioned on another project. So what's up next? So in the next presentation, what I'll be covering is defining that career path, and some suggestions on how to achieve that. Thank you very much for watching this presentation, and I hope you found it useful.